In the open forest area, Ukrainian operators detected the advance of Russian airborne troops. The footage shows a Russian armored vehicle approaching with troops on board, heading directly toward Ukrainian positions. The advantage for the Ukrainian soldiers was that, thanks to FPV drones, they spotted the movement in advance and were ready to strike from the sky. Ukrainian soldiers launched their drones into attack. The first strike hit the front part of the armored vehicle. It exploded and smoked, but still kept moving toward its target. The machine proved durable. One hit wasn't enough. Then they sent in a second drone. The drone recorded every detail around it, and moments later we see a powerful strike on the hull and boom.
If you enjoy our work, please support us with a like and a subscription.
We see how after the second strike, all the troops scatter in different directions, especially into the forest, but the Ukrainian soldiers are waiting for the third strike to completely destroy the armored vehicle.
The second drone strike hit the same armored vehicles with a big explosion. After this explosion, a second explosion occurred in the forest where Russian troops were hiding. We see their armored vehicles burning to the ground. They finished it off with 2 strikes. The forest is also smoking. However, not all Russian soldiers went into the forest, but it will not be difficult to track them since Ukrainian forces control the sky. They monitor the entire territory through drones. The battle was not over yet. We see footage from the same day, showing a firefight in the trenches. At the front part of the trench, 3 Ukrainian Special Forces soldiers are positioned, while on the opposite side there are 2 Russian occupiers. The exchange of fire continues, but the Ukrainian troops decide to use drones. It's an effective way to target opponents hiding in trenches, since regular gunfire makes it difficult to hit them. The first strike was unsuccessful. Seeing this, the occupiers realized they had no chance against drones and began retreating to their positions.
Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. It really means a lot to us.
One of the occupiers, while moving through the trench, suddenly stopped for some reason. Seizing the moment, the Ukrainian Special Forces successfully struck and eliminated him. His comrade, hearing the blast, turns around and notices that the explosion happened near his fellow soldier. From a distance, he cannot clearly see what happened. On one hand, he doesn't see his comrade returning. On the other, he is overwhelmed with fear, realizing that a drone could strike him at any moment. Despite this, he decides to go back to help his comrade. Honestly, in such conditions, this was not the best decision. The Ukrainian drone, hovering in the sky, approaches him from behind. One precise strike, and an explosion. He is eliminated as well. Smoke from the blasts fills the area.
If you enjoy our work, please support us with a like and a subscription.
It seems the Russian occupiers are not planning to surrender. They send in a second armored vehicle, hoping to continue their assault. But it doesn't last long. Ukrainian operators quickly take out the vehicle, striking it head-on with a drone and destroying it in a single blow. The enemy's equipment burns and smokes. No matter what the Russian occupiers tried, they still could not withstand the Ukrainian forces. From their position, another armored vehicle was sent forward, but Ukrainian drones were already hovering in the sky, instantly detecting every move. The Ukrainian drone locked onto its target and prepared for impact. However, the Russian armored vehicle, for some reason, stopped short of reaching the Ukrainian positions. Russian paratroopers were moving around it, seemingly preparing to change tactics. In any case, the drone struck the vehicle, and we can see it explode and burn to ashes. After the destruction of all Russian armored vehicles, the Ukrainian soldiers only needed to clear the area of paratroopers who had managed to escape and hide in the forest. We see trenches where some of them tried to take cover. They were spotted by Ukrainian drone operators and then taken out one by one. Everyone in the trenches was buried under the collapsed earth. Some others hid in the bushes within the forest, but their turn came as well. They were eliminated with a single strike. The entire forest was covered in smoke from the explosions.
Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. It really means a lot to us.
In the forest, only smoke from the explosions and the bodies of the occupiers remained. Ukrainian forces managed to stop yet another assault. 3 Russian armored vehicles and more than 30 paratroopers were destroyed. The territory itself was secured under Ukrainian control. Neither trenches, nor bushes, nor trees are able to hide anyone from drones. The occupiers had already lost the battle the moment they stepped into it.
If you enjoy our work, please support us with a like and a subscription.